Congratulations, Bree. I was really surprised it happened much earlier than expected. Well, as long as both mother and baby are healthy, that's all that matters. Thank you, Mom. How are you feeling? I still feel tired and sore, but I'm hopeful that I'll recover soon. I'm sorry I couldn't come right away. I'll visit you and the baby soon. Yay! He's so cute. He's got John's eyes. I can't wait for you to meet him. Me too. You did an amazing job. I can't wait to meet the baby. Yeah, no rush. I'm probably going home soon anyway. Okay. Hey, John, are you busy? When are you going to come and see our baby? He's so cute. He's got your eyes. I'll come when I have time. I'm busy with work right now. I see. Can you come to the hospital after work? Huh? I'm wiped out after putting in all those hours. I understand, but I just gave birth to your child. Don't you want to see him? Hold him? I want to see him for sure, but I'm the breadwinner of the family. Now that the baby is born, I need to work even harder, right? I know, but at least come to see the baby? Oh, come on. Don't be so whiny. Once he's out of the hospital, we'll be all together. You, me, and the baby. Wow. What? You used to be more compassionate. You would visit me even when you were exhausted. I was younger back then, so I had both the physical and mental energy. Yeah, I hear you. It just feels like you've been different since I found out I was pregnant. That's just in your head. I hope you see it as me gaining a sense of responsibility to protect our family. I understand, but I still want to see you. You're persistent, aren't you? It's too early for this. Sorry. It's just tough feeling lonely out here all by myself. Speaking of which, I'm actually heading out of the country for a trip the day after tomorrow. Huh? Going on a trip overseas? I've just given birth, you know. You haven't even met your child and you're talking about going on a trip? That doesn't make any sense. It was all of a sudden. A colleague of mine was originally planning to go with his girlfriend. Unfortunately, she couldn't make it due to a family tragedy. Since canceling would cost a lot, he asked me if I wanted to go with him. So you agreed to it? Even though I'm here in the hospital with our newborn baby? Do you not care about your family? I am worried, and I do miss you. I just thought if I don't go now, I might not have another opportunity to travel. What? Think about it. Having a newborn does make it tough to get around, doesn't it? That's why I figured it might be a good idea to enjoy some time with my colleague while I have the chance. Unbelievable. If you have a sense of responsibility as a parent, first, come and see us. Hold the baby. I can't. Why not? Look, I already said yes, so I'm working extra hard to wrap up everything beforehand. I'm swamped with work like crazy, so there's no time to swing by the hospital. That's awful. After all the pain I went through to give birth to our child, you won't even come to visit, won't even hold the baby. And on top of that, you're going on a trip with your coworkers? Is that really what a father does? Enough with the drama. You're a mother now, aren't you? No need to get all sulky just because I can't make it to the hospital. It's not your average hospital visit, you know. Our child was born. Wouldn't you normally drop everything and come see us? What's with that attitude? Are you trying to say I'm not normal? I'm not, but... If I can't make it, I can't make it. So there's no point in getting worked up, right? And it's not like I'll never get the chance to meet the baby. Quit acting like a kid throwing a fit. Even saying all this doesn't work, huh? Fine, whatever. Mom. Hi, Bree. Is everything okay? We've run out of spare clothes and towels. Could you go grab some more? Oh. Are you busy? Tomorrow works if you are. Yeah. What's up? I'm actually going on a trip with a close high school friend. We're planning to have delicious foods, soak in hot springs, and pamper ourselves with a luxurious spa experience on this trip. I see. I realize I haven't come to see you and the baby yet. I wasn't sure what to do. It's rare for our high school classmates to gather like this. We're old friends, so I felt it was important to go. I'm sorry. Sounds good. Have a great time catching up with your old friends. But when you come back, you're babysitting your grandkid. Of course. But I'm in trouble. Why? I asked John to come to the hospital, but he's not being helpful at all. John? I see. He's going on a trip, isn't he? Huh? What? Oh, nothing. He hasn't even shown up at the hospital yet. Hasn't seen the baby or held him, and he's off doing something like that. Honestly, it's frustrating. Doesn't he care about me and the baby? But you know, guys sometimes get caught up in unexpected commitments. He's probably swamped with work, right? What? Working for a top-tier company can be quite demanding. It seems like he's dealing with some tricky stuff too. Is that really the case? Well, since it's not work-related, it should have been somehow manageable. I'm sorry. I wish I could have helped you. No, it's okay. It's okay. I'll figure something out. I believe I can sort it out with the nurse for a fee. I'm sorry I couldn't be there for you. It's okay. Bree, can you call me? Can you at least text me? Mom, what's wrong? I'm still in the hospital. I can't call you. Is everything okay? Yeah. What's going on? It's an emergency. I heard that John has had an accident on his trip. What? I just got a call from the police. They're on their way, but they said it's urgent due to a life-threatening situation, so they want you to come immediately. What do you mean? I'm not entirely sure myself. You've just given birth and now there's a newborn to care for. I'm so flustered. I can't think straight. Hold on, Mom. Anyway, since you're still in the hospital and unable to move, I'll go instead. Wait, Mom? Bree, do you have a minute? I can text. Bree, I need you to calm down and listen. John passed away. What? Are you serious? It's shocking, isn't it? You just gave birth and he never got to meet his son. Hey, I'm completely in the dark about what's going on. John seemed to be having a great time on a cruise abroad. But then, it seems he got a bit too carried away and fell off the ship. And now... Wait a minute. How come you knew all of this before me? What? I'm his wife. If something happened, I should be the first to know, right? It's strange that you know all about this before me. And why would the police call you instead of me? I know, right? I wonder why they contacted me. Maybe they received information about your hospitalization due to giving birth? Even if they were to contact someone other than me, I'd expect it to be John's parents, right? After all, he still has both his parents. It's strange that neither me, his wife, nor his actual parents were contacted first. You're right. The world is full of mysteries. Anyway, John is the breadwinner for the family. It's wise to start the paperwork for insurance and such as soon as possible. Things are going to get tough from here. Mom. What? Which police department was it? And do you know the name of the officer in charge? What? I don't recall. But anyway, I was just so shaken up about having to inform you as quickly as possible. My arms and legs were trembling. Anyway, Bree, you really need to go through the insurance procedures. John said he's going to the trip with his coworker. I wonder what happened to that coworker who was supposed to go with him. I haven't heard anything from him either. I'd like to learn more about the situation, so could you please reach out to him? Me? Moreover, weren't you supposed to be on a trip with your high school classmate? Why are you here? My friend messed up our reservation, so it got postponed. The hotel wasn't booked. Bree, this is no time for that talk. Your husband just passed away. Take care of the insurance as soon as possible. Do you want me to call the insurance company for you? It's fine. You don't have to. Why not? But, I haven't heard from anyone. I haven't even confirmed John's body. Do you expect me to believe you? Why are you being so casual? Are you implying that you don't trust me? I'm your mother, after all. Of course I want to believe you. But there are so many things about your story that just don't add up. What are you saying at a time like this, with your husband passing away? You need to gather yourself together. Since I got pregnant, John's attitude has been somewhat cold. Even after our baby was born, he didn't even come to see us. Instead of visiting, he went on a trip abroad. And then, you suddenly mentioned going on a trip with your high school friends on the same dates. You always told me whenever you go on trips. I can't shake the feeling that these actions are somehow related, and I just can't trust it. Bree, you're overthinking things. I think you're just feeling nervous because you just gave birth. It's common to feel that way after childbirth, right? Is that so? You know, I'm thinking of asking some people at the company to confirm it. Huh? He mentioned being invited by a coworker. I'm sure they took the same day off, didn't they? Oh, is that so? Well then, I'll give the company a call. You're in the hospital, so you can't easily make a call, right? Is it okay to leave it to someone else now, when my husband might have passed away? That's true, but... Mom? What? You're lying to me. About what? Everything. A lot of things don't add up. That's not true. This is a difficult time right now. I asked you to bring me a change of clothes and a towel, right? Yeah. At that time, you somehow knew that John was going on a trip, even though he said the trip was decided on suddenly. You shouldn't have known, but somehow you did. Isn't that strange? Really? I might have been trying to align your story with mine. You even knew he was busy with work. I had a bad feeling about it at that time. Why? What if John and you are somehow connected? Connected how? Like an affair? Have you lost your mind? John is my daughter's husband, for heaven's sake. Why would I have an affair with him? That is absurd. Really? Well, John's parents are coming to visit me now. Can I tell them everything that happened before the baby was born? Of course, about their son's passing too. Oh no. Hey, Bree. What's up with grilling Cindy like that? What the hell were you thinking? What the hell am I thinking? Having an affair with your wife's mother. It's so embarrassing that I can't tell anyone about it. Oh, there's no need to say that. This is all on you. What? During the early months of your pregnancy, all you did was sleep all day or complain about your morning sickness. And as time went on, you grew larger and started dressing like a granny. You were so big. Who would find that attractive? It's just what happens during pregnancy, you know. Even my mom went through it back then. You can't imagine how challenging it is to get pregnant and give birth. Even so, Cindy must have been beautiful. I mean, she's over 20 years older than you, yet she is far more beautiful and feminine than you. Mom has been dedicatedly refining herself after finishing raising the kids. She's been investing in things like the spa, cosmetic procedures, yoga, gym, all to enhance her beauty. So it's only natural she's more attractive. Are you feeling a bit bitter? You're just trying to act tough because you can't be like your mother. I don't want to hear that from someone who goes on trips with their mother-in-law. And what's with trying to erase your existence? What the hell were you even thinking? Huh? You couldn't handle the consequences, so you resorted to faking your death to avoid paying alimony. Unbelievable. Shut up. Basically, this whole mess is because you gave birth earlier than expected. And then, you wanted me to come to the hospital. You're always depending on others. That's why things turned out like this. Huh? What does that have to do with your affair? You were cheating long before this, right? Aren't you both ashamed for the child? How will you explain this when he grows up? That's not... You figure it out. Should I tell him that his father was having an affair with his grandmother? Should I explain to him that you abandoned him? It's just so heartbreaking. I can't help but feel sorry for our child. It's truly painful. You raise your child. It's your child too. Don't you have even a bit of love for him? As long as Cindy is by my side, that's all I need. I'm breaking up with you. But let's be real. It feels like a waste to pay alimony to someone as fugly as you. Fugly? I mean, it's natural to gain weight during pregnancy, right? So, I came up with a way to avoid paying alimony. Genius, right? You're a complete jerk. I had no idea you were such a despicable person. How did I not see this coming? Well, be grateful that someone like you even got to experience the feeling of marriage. I'm gonna spend some quality time with Cindy from now on. Oh, really? Is that so? Well, that's fine by me then. After Mom's slip of the tongue, I got suspicious. So, I promptly hired a private investigator to gather evidence. This message thread will be an important piece of evidence. Private investigator? Evidence? What on earth are you talking about? We've got undeniable evidence of your trip this time. There are photos of you two walking arm in arm and even kissing while walking. I'll leave the rest to the lawyer, so expect to hear from them. What are you talking about? Furthermore, you never bothered to visit the baby after he was born. That's outright parental neglect, isn't it? It could even be considered as abandonment under the law, so you better brace yourself. I've entrusted that matter to the lawyer too, so be prepared for it. Hold on a sec. Are you saying I'm going to be a criminal? Well, once it's proven, then I guess that's what you're going to be, right? But there's no denying your neglect and abandonment of us. Nobody mentioned anything about abandonment. Are you dumb? You literally just said 5 seconds ago that I should raise our child. And you even said that all you need is Cindy. Did you forget already? Well, I've got enough evidence now. I'll make sure to pay the alimony. So could you please refrain from suing me for neglecting our child? Please? Huh? You've never even bothered to come see him, let alone hold him. That's complete child neglect. I will never forgive you for this. If the affair, divorce, and child neglect were to become public, I wouldn't even be able to work anymore. You're worried about that? Not to mention, your mother would suffer too, right? So please, try to calm down and think more rationally. No matter how composed I try to remain, I can't overlook this. You took away someone dear to me, and to make it worse, it was through an affair. And on top of that, you abandoned our child, so there's no reason for forgiveness, right? You should be prepared to face legal actions or anything else that comes your way. No. I'm cutting ties with my mother too. Don't expect to see my son. Don't you feel sorry for your mother? Are you serious? She took this baby's father away. But it's okay. Your parents seem eager to acknowledge their grandchild, so there's that. What do you mean? They're apparently willing to acknowledge the kid as their grandchild, and even me with our child. They also mentioned cutting ties with you. That's not true. But you've got Cindy, right? You two can stick together and live harmoniously. Come on, please, find a way to help us. You're being too cold. I went through the entire pregnancy, childbirth, and postpartum period feeling utterly alone. And then, to discover my own mother and husband were having an affair? Unbelievable! I can't possibly consider helping you two after that bombshell. Let's settle this through lawyers. If you have any complaints, address them through our lawyers. And make sure to let Cindy know. Oh no! What are we supposed to do now? I don't know. Don't worry about me. I'll be doing my best to raise my child. Goodbye. Bree, wait! It was quite a hassle, but thanks to the lawyer, the divorce went through smoothly. I've claimed compensation from both John and my mother. Additionally, I'm seeking child support from John. By showing some mercy and agreeing not to pursue charges of child abandonment in exchange for adequate child support, it seems like we can settle things. I hope they appreciate that I didn't press charges. Somehow, his co-workers found out about his actions, and he eventually got fired for not showing up to work because of the discomfort. My mom was living off her pension, so there wasn't much money for the two of them. But they managed to borrow some money to cover the compensation and child support. Fortunately, I consulted with the company and arranged the debt procedures before he got fired. Those two are in for some real tough times ahead, that's for sure. They both deserve each other. With the help of my former in-laws, I'm doing my best to raise my child. I plan to start working once my child turns 1. Until then, I want to enjoy plenty of quality time with my child.